If you're thinking about buying GB remanufactured injectors, I would suggest not doing that, and here's why. So originally I had a misfire problem that I diagnosed to be a bad injector, and I went ahead and replaced all 6 of them because if one goes bad, the others are probably not far behind. But as soon as I replaced them and fired it up, I had a similar misfire problem. But it turned out one of the remanufactured injectors, cylinder 2, was stuck wide open out of the box, and it took me forever to figure out what was going on. I made a separate video explaining everything about that and how I finally figured it out. The vehicle ran fine for a few months, but eventually I went on a longer road trip and it started misfiring and the engine actually shut off. And I had to have it towed back home. And what do you know, cylinder 4 injector is stuck wide open. And check this out. I have the battery disconnected, or at least the negative post. And back here, I have the fuel pump hooked up to an external power supply. It's got at 12.3 volts. If I flip it on, you can actually hear that injector squirting fuel out. And I actually put my borescope down in that port, and you can see it's just stuck wide open. That should not be happening at all. That's completely unacceptable for a product to do that. So now I don't trust any of these injectors anymore. Fortunately, I did a compression test on all 6 cylinders and my compression's still good, and I measured the piston heights and those all seem to be good. So I don't think I bent a rod, fortunately. But yeah, I do not recommend GB manufactured injectors whatsoever. What I'm gonna do is go ahead and just pay money for brand new OEM Toyota injectors. The fuel pump seems to be just fine. It's got plenty of pressure, but screw it. I'm just gonna go ahead and replace the fuel pump with a quality Denso part. I'm just sick of this thing breaking down and leaving me stranded on the side of the road. I'm also gonna replace the fuel regulator just in case. It is a 22-year-old car, and I don't think the pump or the regulator's ever been replaced, so I'm just gonna do that as well. But yeah, I definitely learned my lesson. You really don't save money by buying cheaper parts sometimes. Sometimes like cheap parts are fine, but stuff like injectors, like just go OEM. You'll save yourself such a headache in the long run. But anyways, I hope this was useful to some people out there. I did reach out to them through email, so we'll see if they say anything back and I'll let you guys know.